Yo, Tiffany Blade, what's the word? What's going on?
What's the deal?
How's it going?
Blessed, baby.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Um, so let's just start from like the top for real. Like, where you from? What city? Where you grow up?
Detroit, 7 Mile, West Side, born and raised. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
your whole life.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up. Now I noticed like your name is Tiffany Blade. Like, are you like related to Blade Icewood?
Yep. I'm Blade's niece. My mama is his big sister.
Oh,
He's the
okay.
youngest, so yep, straight, direct relation on the father's side of the family.
How is that being connected to somebody musically that that Detroit would be considered a legend, like carrying that name? Like, how is it like pressure on you, or like how is that?
No, because to me, he just Uncle Darnell. You know what I'm saying? So it's just being related to Uncle Darnell. Everybody else is just Blade Icewood, but to me, it's just Uncle Darnell. So it's just like your uncle, they uncle. You know what I'm saying? What he does is just what he does, but that's not exactly all who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Do people treat you different because of that, or
I suppose that I have probably got a little bit of a little bit of different treatment. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's initially, and I think when people get to know me and work with me, you know what I'm saying, and see who I am and how I am, I think it's like, oh yeah, So at first, you know what I'm saying, but I think the reason why I get my respect is because of who I am.
okay? Um, would like the inspiration for your music? Did it come from him being being related to him?
No, I was doing music before I knew he was doing music.
Okay.
I was just writing lyrics, writing poems. I can send you footage of me in middle school winning rap contests and battling, and music was just something that I always did. I didn't find out he was a rapper until they put out Rollies on TikTok. Before then, I had no idea he was a rapper. I just see him every week when I see him and have fun and hang and chill and do stuff like that. But I had no idea he was a rapper until I actually had a copy of the project in my hand and seen him on the back of the cover. Like, oh, okay.
So how long have you been making music?
I wrote my first rap when I was 10, so I've been making music for about 20 years now, 20 plus. You know what I'm saying? It just started off with basic, like I said, writing and freestyling. But I do it all, battle, executive produce, all of that stuff.
And where do you draw your inspiration for your music, or what inspired you the most?
Just
Um,
my life, man. Just expressing myself. Expressing myself without anybody else being able to control it. You know what I'm saying? When you growing up and everything like that, you got to live by this person rules or this person expectations. Some adults still have to live by certain expectations. You know what I'm saying? So the music thing is just all me. It's my feelings 100%, my thoughts, who I am 100%. Nobody can tell me what they think, what I should do, how I should be, because it's just my pureness.
um, you said 20 years. In the 20 years you've been doing music, what's the biggest achievement or milestone do you feel you have accomplished?
Um, well, you can never reach your epitome. You can never reach the highest of the high, until you keep going. But so far, it's probably working with Brad, being mentored by Big Daddy Kane.
Tell us about that. Like, how did that come about?
Uh, well, the Big Daddy Kane mentorship, me and Big Daddy Kane been cool for a long time. He came to my high school when I was in like the ninth grade to do an interview, and I used to work at the radio station. And I did an interview with him, and he had a show later on that night, and we had tickets to the show, and I rapped for him, and we just always kept in good contact. You know what I'm saying? And whenever he touched down in the D, I'm rolling with him. Whenever I go to New York, I'm rolling with him. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like an uncle niece relationship for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Real dope, real humble, a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Keep me grounded too. And as far as the situation with Brad, I think that was just God. You know what I'm saying? She just came here for a show, and I was just there at the right time, and she just passed me the mic. And once I did that, you know what I'm saying, we just linked up, and I go to Atlanta, and we write and we kick it, and not signing no paperwork or nothing, but just like I said, just that relationship, that bond, that mentorship.
Okay. So being an artist in the city of Detroit, especially right now with all the attention, um, how do you maneuver and how do you keep your identity and your individuality amongst all the artists? Because there is like a booming of new
Yeah,
artists that's coming up every day.
you just gotta know who you are. You know what I'm saying, and just be true to who you are. Don't get caught up in the hype. You know what I'm saying. And just do what you love to do because you love to do it. I have a lot of passion for my craft. So I don't really look to be with the who's and the where's where. You know what I'm saying? I focus on making sure the song is dope, making sure the videos is crispy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just elevate myself as a business. You know what I'm saying? Just promotional wise and marketing wise. Basically just running my label as it would be ran if I was signed to a major. So I really don't get with the Detroit politics or the local politics, or even though I got love and respect for everybody that's out here doing their thing, what makes me different is that I'm gonna always do my thing. I ain't worried about it's a tunnel vision. I don't really see nobody else.
You spoke on running your label. That's Icewood Entertainment.
Yep, Icewood Ent.
Um, Tell us about Icewood Entertainment and like how you come up with the name, the concept, and what are your goals?
Icewood Entertainment was Blade's label, and I was the first artist signed to the label.
Okay.
So I just carried that torch, just as a remembrance of him, and just as a continuance of his legacy, because he was really pushing forward for that Icewood Ent, and that Icewood Entertainment movement. So it was just important to me as a gratitude. You know what I'm saying, to just keep that going. And as far as the label going, it's an entertainment label. I don't have any artists, but I do have producers. You know what I'm saying? And I just work on getting my producers major placements, and just promoting them and just helping them with their business, paperwork, trademark, copyright. Because it's a business, and a lot of people don't have the paperwork correct, and they don't have the knowledge of the game, and they come to bite them in the ass later on. So I just with my producer, sometimes I do some things with some modeling. I do 90-day artist development deals, where I help you get your social media up, and like I said, help you with the paperwork, and do all of that stuff. Because like I said, it's more important for us to teach people the business right now. It's your craft, so you need to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. You don't need nobody to care more about what you're doing than you.
Um, is it by choice that you don't have any artists signed? Because seems like you want to focus more on the producers.
Um, I don't know, man. If I met an artist that was really, really passionate about it, you know what I'm saying, and really hungry, because you can see it. You know what I'm saying? You can see it when you meet artists. You know. If I met an artist, then I possibly, like I said, I would possibly do an artist development deal and everything. And it's just easier to work with producers. Producers, they always in the studio. They always making beats. You know what I'm saying? They just own it. It's more automatic. Artists nowadays, they kind of attitude, don't want to be directed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it'll have to be the right situation for me to really, really put my hands behind an artist. They really got to be passionate about what they're doing.
Have you heard any artists that you was like, hey, they got what it takes to make it?
Um, as far as like local or just
Locally, like underground, nobody that's already
nobody that's
getting
already
the
on.
attention. Yeah.
Not necessarily like nobody that I can really like point my finger at the moment that I can really recall. I mean, I do have a couple of artists in the city that I really like. Detroit Shay, she's a really, 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 really dope artist. My girl Shelby Rose, really, really dope artist. So it's a couple of artists that I really just fuck with because I know that they dope at they craft like me. But as far as anybody I got my eyes on, no.
Are you still signed under Icewood Entertainment?
Yep.
Um, and the last two projects that you released was released under Icewood.
Yep. Breakfast at Tiffany's and Fuck the Fame under Icewood Ent. Breakfast at Tiffany's is a 7 song EP, and it's like real, industry, real marketable, real commercial, and then fuck the fame is like real street mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Kind of real rappy, hardcore-ish. So it's kind of like the A and the B side.
What was the response after you dropped it?
Man, the response was beautiful. More beautiful than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? I was just saying to myself, like, man, I need to drop these songs. I got all these songs because I stay in the studio. I'm always recording and working, and a lot of songs, I don't intend to put out. I just do it because that's what I love to do. So I had my producer, one of my producers that I work with, Ironic. Shout out to Ironic for doing the project. He like, man, what you gonna do with these songs? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, shit, let's drop it. So we dropped Breakfast at Tiffany's. We're gonna drop Breakfast at Tiffany's too. That's coming soon. And as far as Fuck the Fame, you know what I'm saying? Produced by my in-house producer, Kier Beats. You know what I'm saying? We had those songs once again. It's a 7-song EP, and we just wanted to really drop it for the streets. You know what I'm saying? So we was able to do that.
How is it running the label and releasing music under the label? Is that a challenge?
I actually like it. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives you a chance to learn. You know what I'm saying? I think when you sign to a label and when you kind of putting your life in somebody else's hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my life in nobody else's hands. Running my own label allows me to learn, grow, make mistakes, and actually kind of just be proud of myself because I can look back and say I did that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else do it. Don't nobody own me. I don't owe nobody nothing. The game's shady. You know what I'm saying? So instead of playing for the team, be the team. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Have you heard anybody playing your recent music off this tape, or have you ever like bumped into anybody playing your music in public?
Man, funny thing is, man, I was at a Coney Island in the hood one time, and I was already sitting in the parking lot, and I don't know if somebody just seen me sitting in the parking lot, so they put the music on, or if they pulled up with it. But it kind of freaked me out a little bit. What the fuck? But I just took it with a grain of salt, took it as grace, and just kept going. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. When niggas see niggas, they, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was, but
Was it like motivation? Like,
whether he
yeah,
was
I'm out
playing
here.
it when he seen me or he was playing it before, that was good shit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
How is it being a female artist navigating? I know I asked you about being an artist, but specifically being a female artist navigating in Detroit. Like I know there's a wave of female artists in the game nationally, but locally it's like it's slim picking. So how do you feel? Like how is it? How is it being a female in Detroit?
Truthfully, I think it's just like being a male artist. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be good at what you do. And be serious about it. As long as you're good, as long as you can rap, and you can market and promote yourself, and like really push yourself. You gotta be consistent. You know what I'm saying with the craft. And just know what you're doing. It's easy peasy to me because it's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I run into a loophole or run into a hole in the road when it comes to what I'm trying to do, I just figure it out because it's what I really want to figure out. If you doing the shit, to try to get on real quick, quote unquote, or get some money or have popularity, you going to have some struggle because this shit is hard work. You know what I'm saying? And it might not pop how you want it to pop or when you want it to pop. It's going to take you through some ups and downs before you have some W's. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, as long as you just what you want to do and you focus, shit, it's a beautiful thing, especially when you got creative control of everything that you do. That's even more beautiful. You don't have to argue and debate and compromise and none of that stuff, but you also are respected enough to get guidance. I got people that I reach out to all the time for guidance, or I have a circle of people that I done known since yay high. I can really ask an opinion and they gonna give me the honest opinion, and I'm respected. So, I mean, if you want to be in a game with a whole bunch of dick suckers and ass kissers so you can be cool, that's cool. But if you really thugging this shit out and you really care about this shit, that's really how you win in a game.
Do you think they expect a certain image or message from female artists?
It's kind of iffy, you know what I'm saying? Because they used to say female artists used to have to be sexy and sell sex. That used to be something that was like really, really big. Now I think they kind of getting tired of that shit, and they really want girls that really know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? And like can be bring something different to the table, and really keep their attention. Besides that, because now all the girls is naked, so it's like that's cool. You sexy, you fine, and everything. But damn, oh, you dope. You really. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's expected now of women to really just know how to rap.
So who would be your top five female artists that you think can actually rap and not just have like that sex appeal?
My top five is old school. I'm old school. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So I I don't really like a lot of the new rappers. I got respect for a lot of the new female rappers. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't really my cup of tea. I'm old school. I'm like MC Light, Queen Latifah, Roxanne Shante, Heather B, The Brat, Lil Kim. I still run around listening to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I listen to that shit because it's like motherfuckers been rapping for 50 years and they still alive, they still rich, they still relevant. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to what I want to become. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that hit and miss shit and that one hit wonder shit, but I'm trying to be around, and maintain for 50 plus. You know what I'm doing. So those are the people that inspire me when it comes to the music. But shout out to all the female rappers out here that's just going hard and doing their thing. Just keep that shit up.
What's the biggest lesson that you learned in music this far, or learned from music this far?
Paperwork, business, promotion, marketing. You know, uh, writing a rap and recording a song is the easy part if you know what you're doing. That's the easiest part of the game. Is to get in the studio, get it on the beat, and make a song. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you do with that shit after. You know what I'm saying? How you promote it, how you market it, how you got your name copyrighted, reading contracts, knowing what it means to read a contract, knowing the business. You know what I'm saying? So you don't sign your life away or partner with somebody that own more of you than you know. We hear about these rich ass big artists fighting with their labels, and what I'm saying, trying to get out their contracts and all of that shit, and it's because they didn't pay attention to the business. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest lesson is learn the business.
And what's the biggest piece of advice you would have for upcoming artists?
Um,
I know you say learn the business.
the
Would that
big
be the biggest piece?
Something like that, yeah. And just love what you do. Have passion for this. Like have passion for your music. You know what I'm saying? I can have a nigga come in here and give me 100,000,000. You know what I'm saying? And I decline it because I just love what I do. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy my passion and my love for my music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they have a different intention. So have the right intentions and you'll go far.
What do you say to the people that's been working, or they feel like they've been working hard for a long time and they haven't been getting the recognition um, they feel like they deserve?
Shit, you not the only one. You not the only one, but always just reinvent and just keep working. You know what I'm saying? It's always that one time that's gonna pop that you never thought of pop. You know what I'm saying? But you would never know if you give up, if you stop. You're gonna always wonder what if, and you're not gonna never know. You know what I'm saying? So just always keep working, always stay positive, always stay optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Try to find different ways to go around shit. If you get a roadblock here, try to figure out how to do it from here. You know what I'm saying? And just, stay positive and focused on what you do. I done heard a billion no's. I done had a whole bunch of shit talkers. You know what I'm saying? I done had a whole bunch of motherfuckers say this and that, or she played me, so she here, or I don't listen to none of that shit. I don't pay attention to none of that shit. I make sure the song is hard. Like I said, the videos, the paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Check the record. Google. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got that credibility. The credibility speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you do that and don't let nobody in your ear try to tell you what to do and how to do it, keep the right people around you that's positive, and you'll be good. It's easy.
How do you feel about features?
How I feel about what I'm sorry?
How do you feel about features?
Um, I don't have no problems with features, man. If I could do some features with some artists, man, I would love to do something with like some different shit. Like I would love to have a beat from Missy, and have her bring out like my animated side and like, you know what I'm saying, a whole different sound, or get a verse from Andre 3000. You know what I'm saying? Like really somebody that'll help me like grow as an artist. Help my sound grow and just push me to the limit. We can come together and really put some sweet shit together. That'd be dope.
So what's next for you?
What's next? We got Fuck a Deal 2 dropping in January. We got a documentary dropping, and we also got some live performances dropping. I'm gonna do my own version of the Tiny Desk concert, so y'all look forward to that. We do a collaboration with Fuck the Fame, Breakfast at Tiffany's. We're gonna do some live joints for y'all, and like I said, Fuck a Deal 2 dropping in January. We got the Icewood clothing, always. We got the merch, you know what I'm saying? And some more executive producing, and just keep coming hard. People keep asking me about movies. I might, drop a documentary on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats my boat. That's the best thing about owning your own, because whatever you wake up at 3, 4 in the morning and say you want to do, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you your own boss. So everything coming from me. Music, documentaries, live performances, clothing. Icewood Ent, it ain't gonna never stop. It's for life.
Where could they find you at? Social media?
Everywhere. YouTube Tiffany Blade, Instagram Tiffany Blade, Facebook Tiffany Blade. All the music is on every platform that you can ever look it up on. It's there, and we out here.
I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out GMT.